Hi everyone, my presentation is about preflight preparation, weather information on thunderstorms and microbursts. So, a thunderstorm is a local storm usually produced by a cumulonimbus clouds and always accompanied by lightning and thunder, usually with strong gusts of wind, heavy rain, and sometimes hail. Thunderstorms are barriers to air traffic because they are usually too tall to fly over, too dangerous to fly through or under, and can be difficult to bypass. Thunderstorms should be considered hazardous because they can lead to an aircraft accident and fatalities to those who on board. Thunderstorms require three key ingredients for its development. First, it's a sufficient water vapor. Second is unstable air. And third, a lifting mechanism or lifting force like strong winds, fronts, or upslope flow. Most thunderstorms form in conditionally unstable air masses, where an external force is needed to trigger convection. Life cycles of thunderstorms. So the first stage is development stage or towering cumulus stage. In this stage, strong updrafts form due to rising warm air. Second stage is mature stage. In this stage, precipitation begins and both updrafts and downdrafts coexist. Downdrafts spread cool air ahead of the storm, creating gust fronts. And the last stage is dissipating stage. In this stage, updraft weaken, precipitation taper off, and the storm starts to dissipate. Thunderstorms pose multiple aviation hazards, including low visibility, lightning, downburst, turbulence, icing, hail, causing altimeter changes, and can develop into tornadoes. It is really hard to visually determine which hazards a thunderstorm contains, so pilots must assume the worst scenario and try to avoid thunderstorms. Now let's talk about microbursts. Microbursts are small but intense downdrafts that spread outward when they reach the ground, creating dangerous wind shear. They are the most severe types of wind shear and pose significant hazards to aviation, particularly during takeoff and landing. Here on the picture is the stages of formation microbursts. In the first stage, evaporation and precipitation drag form downdraft. Then this downdraft quickly accelerates and strikes the ground. And then the downdraft moves away from point of impact and microburst dissipates. Here's the key characteristic of microbursts. In size, microbursts usually less than 2.5 miles or 4 kilometers in diameter and 1,000 feet deep. They short-lived and lasting from 5 to 15 minutes. Downdrafts can reach 6,000 feet per minute in speed with wind shifts of 30 to 90 knots. Sometimes they can be visible as intense rain shafts, evaporating rain, or blowing dust rings. Danger to aircraft. So microbursts cause sudden changes in wind direction and speed, leading to rapid airspeed variation. Aircraft encountering a microburst may experience an initial increase in airspeed, followed by sudden decrease of the airspeed, leading to stall or crash. During takeoff, an aircraft may fail to gain sufficient airspeed, leading to a stall or runway overrun. During landing, sudden downdrafts and tailwinds can cause hard landing or runway undershots. Here's a general thunderstorm avoidance guidelines from FAA Aviation Weather Handbook. So to avoid thunderstorms, you need to follow next rules. First, never take off or land with an approaching thunderstorm, as gust fronts and wind shear can cause loss of control. Second, do not fly under a thunderstorm or its anvil, as severe turbulence and clear air turbulence are possible. Third, avoid flying into cloud masses containing embedded thunderstorms unless airborne radar is available. Do not rely on visual appearance to judge storm intensity. ATC is not always responsible for providing weather deviations, so pilots must request guidance if needed. Use NextRad data cautiously, as weather images may be 15-20 minutes old and not reflecting current conditions. Avoid severe thunderstorm by at least 20 miles and ensure at least 40 miles of separation between storm cells before passing between them. If thunderstorms cover more than half of your flight route, it is safer to travel around rather than attempting to navigate through. Tops exceeding 35,000 feet indicate an extremely hazardous thunderstorms. And last, if unable to avoid storms, landing and waiting is the safest option. Here's my works cited, and thank you for watching. Bye.